Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and that you're all having a great day. Hope you all had a great weekend. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. The EOS Asia team announced on last Thursday, the launch of their latest product known as EOS X. According to its Medium blog, EOS X is the next step in the evolution of the EOS IO chain visualization. To put it in simple words, it is a block explorer, a crypto wallet, and a network monitor all rolled in one. Working on the feedback that the company got from the release of the first product, My EOS Kit, they worked on the shortcomings and came up with the new product that they now call EOS X. The launch of EOS X is an attempt to foster the mass adoption of EOS mainnet, which was launched 6 months ago. It seems like EOS is a lot older at this point. EOS X comes with a number of features that make it unique in the market. Its layout is unique and it caters to everyone from beginners to experts. The menu layout is very simple and easy to use, and all the features can be easily discovered or discovered easily. The monitor is fast and efficient, and it offers a clear picture. Why am I reading so much further? It offers a clear picture of the blockchain. EOS X also comes with some popular features such as whale accounts, hot contracts, and blacklists. The blog further adds that EOS X will support the EOS mainnet, Warbly, Telos, the Kylan testnet, the Jungle testnet, and any other EOSIO chains by demand. And another development. Earlier this month, Digital Asset Custody Company, or the DAC or DACC, expanded the token coverage of its Enclave wallet to the smart contracts based on EOS's platform. On the 5th of December, this leading custodian said that it's committed to providing security to digital assets for the token issuers and institutional investors, and announced its last step is to include EOS. I'm going to be 1,000% honest. I love the EOS platform. I love what they're doing. I try to listen to like Dan Larimer and stuff like that when he talks about different things that are happening on the project and exactly what they're doing and exactly what the future of the EOS space in particular, since we're talking about EOS, is going to be. One of my main issues that I have, and I'm not even joking, and I know this sounds very first worldy, I guess, is it's very difficult to search for information or something about EOS, simply because for those who don't know, EOS or EOS, depending on how you want to pronounce it, is also a type of Canon camera, like the really nice fancy looking cameras that you see some people walking around with. If you type in like EOS news or EOS updates or even like EOS transactions or EOS something, 99% of the time you're going to get stuff about the actual camera. It's kind of weird, and I know that's one of my main problems. I think the name sounds nice, but I think they probably should have gone with something like a bit longer, or I have no idea. There's also like a couple of like financial things that are called EOS or EOS or however you kind of want to pronounce it. I think this is cool. I tried, the whole point of me talking about why it was so difficult for me to find something is because I was actually trying to find EOS X, and apparently there are like camera blogs where people are talking about like something called EOS X, so that was difficult to find. And then I tried searching for EOS Asia. Guess what I got? I got photos of people in Asia who were using the EOS Canon cameras. So I was like, okay, so I tried searching EOS IO with EOS, and then I tried so many different combinations of it, and I kept on finding the camera, or I found like old articles about EOS IO, and it just got kind of difficult because I would have liked to have seen for myself or have shown everyone out there exactly what it looks like, but it wasn't the easiest thing in the entire world. I wonder, part of what creates a massive cryptocurrency platform, or one that is successful, is one that people can search for easily on the internet. Like if you type in XRP, you're probably going to get stuff about XRP. If you type in the word Bitcoin, odds are you're going to get articles about Bitcoin. When you type in EOS and you get stuff about cameras, and then you get photos of people in Asia who are using the camera as well, might put a bit of a hindrance in the overall adoption of your platform, because if people are trying to search for, I mean they're stuck with that name at this point, but I have a strange feeling in the future, unless they find a way to change the algorithms or something like that, when people are looking for their platform as prices are going back up, they're going to be shown nothing but photos of people trying to use cameras. But anyway, it seems pretty cool. And I hope they continue. I mean, obviously they will. They have such a huge amount of funding behind the project. This is one of the other reasons why I believe in the EOS platform. I mean, when they've announced that they were planning on using 1 billion of their 4 billion just to make the infrastructure stronger and to make other apps and dApps that are going to be built on top of the platform. In my belief, I see a relatively bright future for the EOS platform. Next up, Litecoin is in the news on the 13th of December. CoinGate, a popular cryptocurrency exchange for trading Bitcoin and altcoins, announced on Twitter that the Lightning Network of Litecoin is finally ready for deployment. Furthermore, CoinGate has offered itself as a platform for the activation to take place. In the original tweet by the exchange, the company wrote, and I do quote, "Litecoin community, we bear some exciting news. Our hashtag Litecoin, hashtag Lightning Network is ready to be deployed and will soon be live on Live CoinGate. Keep up with the news as we're getting closer. Here's a little sneak peek." And they also, oh, okay, I thought they had tagged Satoshi Nakamoto, but it's Satoshi Light. Satoshi Light is Charlie Lee, for those who don't know. He said, "Even Litecoin will soon have more than 1,000 merchants accepting Lightning Network payments. From time to time, Charlie Lee has projected that the project that fills him with enthusiasm is a crypto. Okay, not that important. Also kind of goes into like people talking about how they were upset. I mean, people find any reason to be upset nowadays. Somebody was upset that CoinGate actually used the word bear as it signifies a bear market. And in typical English, if you say like the word bear with news, it typically comes out to like, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. So the fact that the bear was in there, people actually found that to be a problem. The Lightning Network was talked about or supposed to have been or was thought that it was going to be implemented on Litecoin sometime in 2018, but this was also like in 2016 when they were first talking about it. People thought that I mean, maybe it actually was for a certain amount of time. The point of Litecoin was, so people say, quote unquote, is that Litecoin is supposed to be the test net for Bitcoin. Bitcoin already has the Lightning Network, so now I guess it's kind of the time for every other platform to kind of grab hold of it, if you will. And we also had news a couple of days ago, like I told you guys, that we had from May that was brought back up from the digital grave sometime around December, that Stellar Lumens was supposed to also have the Lightning Network on top of their platform as well. We haven't heard any updates from the Stellar people. I also checked around before I even spoke about that event. You guys, for those who are here, you saw that. So it seems that other platforms are also going to try to use the Lightning Network as well. I guess it's been working out very well for the Bitcoin side of things. I've been seeing a lot of, it's very interesting kind of what makes the headlines and who talks about what and how things are perceived. Like, i.e., like no one was really talking about the Lightning Network. And then as the Lightning Network on the Bitcoin network started having like a huge like uptick in the amount of people who were going to be using it or who were using it on a daily basis or who were opening up new nodes. Now I'm seeing a lot of negative news about Lightning Network again, and it comes down to like the nodes aren't quick enough, the payments aren't fast enough, people talking about that it's not like profitable if you're going to use it because you only get like one Satoshi as like a payment, like the payment fee or whatever. And it's like, I wonder why people find time in their day to constantly just complain about things. If crypto isn't for you, if you don't like the way crypto is going, by all means, we still have traditional finance to have a go at that. I think it's kind of weird that people are finding, I find it very odd. I think Litecoin is able to process, what is it, like 28 or 20 transactions per second or something like that. And the fact that we could potentially have something on top of Lightning or Litecoin that would allow the platform to have anywhere from 100,000 to 1 million transactions per second, and people are still finding a reason to kind of complain about it, is a little odd for me. I try to, as always, stay open-minded, but a lot of times people in the crypto community can be a little frustrating when they complain about things that there's no reason to actually complain about. On top of this as well, over the weekend, Litecoin had huge gains. I mean, it's kind of, if you look at the chart, it doesn't look that huge, but from where we were before, there was a little uptick, and now there's a secondary uptick somewhere around here. It's up currently 5.85%. I think in its entirety, I think it was up around 8% or something like that. It's nice to see Litecoin doing well. I had very strong things to say about Litecoin mid-beginning of this year, and it was simply because of the entire fiasco with Charlie Lee. I'm glad that he has stuck to his guns. I'm glad that he's finally gotten it together, I kind of want to say. and made sure that he is still at the forefront of the Litecoin platform. I think a lot of crypto developers mistake decentralization with not being a part of their platform at all. I don't mind Charlie Lee. I would rather him be a part of the platform than nothing at all, and rather kind of slink away from it. Anyway, right from the Litecoin news, let us move on. So I'm going to breeze over this one. Cardano is once again in the news. For those who don't know, the day today is the 17th of December. A couple of days ago, we had news from Charles Hoskinson, the creator of Cardano, that the next update, version 1.4, is going to be launched tomorrow. He said, where was it? I think the main point of it is that there are going to be 2 new tools, and they're going to be Plutus and Marlow. And I think this lays the groundwork or the framework for another update that's going to be happening. He said, after 7 release candidates and a huge amount of QA work, I'm pleased to announce that our best effort release date for Cardano 1.4 is the 18th of December. Daedalus users will get an in-client update notification next week. Thanks, everyone, for your patience and support. If I'm not mistaken, I think some of these updates maybe were supposed to have come out last month or maybe even the month before. Don't quote me on those exact dates. But we still have a situation happening right now where a lot of cryptocurrency projects are releasing their updates and upgrades a bit later than I think they normally would, but I think this is actually a very good thing. Before, when there was a lot of hype around the market, people were releasing things as quick as possible. A lot of them had bugs, not maybe not the Cardano stuff, but in general, like a lot of the things had bugs. So I'm totally fine with people releasing things even like a month or 2 later, as long as they properly work, because with prices down, people are trying to focus a bit more on the actual updates of their platform and not so much on how much money that their coins are making. But as of now, let's see if this has any immediate effect on the price of Cardano, because I don't remember. There's been so many things. I don't know if you've seen my other videos where I'm talking about like actual like updates and stuff on certain specific coins, and it's really kind of insane how many things have come out in 2018, and they kind of all merged together, because I think they had a lot of things for many crypto projects that they wanted to do during 2017. They didn't have the time to do them. So 2018 has kind of been like an avalanche of news nonstop. Anyway, let's see exactly what this ends up doing for the project, and I hope that they have a smooth transition for their update. Yeah. So Ethereum is also in the news, and this one's kind of weird, and I'll kind of explain in like half a second. Where's the actual... Anyway, the point is, Ethereum apparently has been adding 100,000 unique addresses per day since May, and has recently passed by the 50 million wallet addresses ballpark number figure. This is according to a report published by Trustnodes. They're trying to talk about the comparison to Ethereum with Bitcoin as far as the usefulness of the network. Oh, so a little side note, and this will make a bit more sense as to exactly what's in this article. What I've been seeing is a shift the last like 2 months, and I think it's kind of interesting as well. Remember, before, the entire idea, or rather I'm pretty sure what we all saw in the cryptocurrency space, was that in order for something to have value, it had to have a large number value, i.e. Ethereum is more important than Bitcoin because the prices of so-and-so is higher than this, and it could reach this, and therefore it could be the number one coin. I think that Bitcoin is more important because it does this, and I think Litecoin is so, like, it was always something that had to do or resolve around the prices. You know, prices are low, therefore your cryptocurrency just isn't as good. It seems like there's been a slight shift towards platform use and actual fundamentals, as far as we're getting more discussions of how slow you are, how quick you're going to be in the future, what upgrades you have, and how these updates will actually benefit the community. And now we're seeing something that has to do with like wallet addresses, and I don't know if that's just the next step in the digital evolution, but it's a little kind of weird. The argument goes is that if Ethereum as of right now has passed by the 50 million wallet addresses mark, apparently it is says the report further adds that Ethereum has roughly 50% of all Bitcoin users. And the main reason behind it is that Ethereum has about 50% of total Bitcoin addresses. So then when you get into the discussion with other analysts who are now talking on podcasts and stuff like that, where they talk about the value of the network is determined by the number of users on the platform. So then the discussion goes, why isn't Ethereum half the price, or rather half the market cap of Bitcoin if it has half the addresses and therefore has half the unique users on top of it. No one knows for certain. I guess people are just kind of throwing stuff out there, but it's a very weird trend. I wonder how long that's going to continue on. I think as prices have continued to slump, maybe crash down is a more accurate way of saying that. People have tried to find like other value in the blockchains and stuff like that. Like TRON has been in the news the last couple of millennia. For those who aren't looking at the screen, this says TRON hits an all-time high in number of transactions and over 105,000 new addresses in the last 7 days. There's been a lot of news specifically from TRON or about TRON over the last, let's even frame it down to like a 2 or 3 week period, where every single day, apparently, I mean, logically, there's going to always be a new all-time high of addresses on their platform. And every single couple of days, I'm getting news that there's like a new all-time high of the amount of addresses. Yes, logically, if there's only 1,000 one day and there's 3 new people in it, next week when you have 1,003, that's also going to be a new all-time high. These are usually pertaining, and I've seen other articles kind of merging them together, talking about how TRON is quicker and or better than Ethereum simply because of the new number of transactions. I think, I don't have the exact numbers here. I don't. I think TRON and EOS, and there was also something about EOS that I just don't have in this video, where people are also boasting about the amount of new addresses on EOS, or how like EOS is now the most widely used blockchains in terms of transactions. So it seems that everyone's trying to get down to my coin is better than yours because we produce or have more transactions flowing through our blockchain every single day. I saw other charts on other, it was kind of weird. They were showing how like Ethereum can't really handle even with like crypto kitties, but this was happening, and EOS Dice was doing this, and TRON Bet and all these other things were surpassing Ethereum in terms of, I mean, if you kind of want to look at network, not profitability, like worth in that kind of way, then I guess go for it. But this seems to be the new trend of people talking about that my thing is better than yours because we process more transactions and we have more new addresses than other. I mean, that's kind of a nice way of looking at it, I guess. I mean, good for them that they have over 100,000 new addresses in a week. I'm pretty sure other cryptocurrencies definitely don't have or aren't pulling in those kinds of numbers. But this seems to be a new metric that people are trying to seemingly push on other people as a way to show that their network is worth more than other people's networks. Gonna breeze through this one as well. Sephora, or Sephora, depending on which country you live in or how you want to pronounce it. They announced something. This is not paid advertising, by the way. Side note. That apparently they have an app called Lolly, I'm going to say is Lolly, where apparently if you are shopping through their thing, they give you like cash back option, and the cash back actually comes down to them giving you Bitcoin. That is not me telling you to go shop at Sephora, believe me. If you do, then this is probably something good for you. I thought it was interesting because when you look at adoption across the entirety of the cryptocurrency space, not many other adoption has pretty much come down to finding like YouTube channels, finding blogs or vlogs or podcasts, and streaming at someone else that you know that they should get into the cryptocurrency space. I would like if more things like this actually ended up happening. One of the things that I was, and I find the most interesting is that I read an article, opinion piece a couple of weeks ago, months ago. I don't know. Anyway, and they were talking about that they believe that the adoption of cryptocurrency will accelerate the more people that actually have it. So if you get into a situation where you can gift people cryptocurrencies, where you can give somebody 0.01 of a Bitcoin who's never had any cryptocurrency before, they will then see more value in it because they own it. When you don't own something, you kind of see it from more or less the outside looking in, and you go, oh, wow, that's kind of cool. That's cool that they have that, especially if prices end up going up. You kind of have this like this envious thing going on where you're like, wow, I wish I had some. So the guy who wrote the article, he was talking about if you find a way to give someone else a fraction of a Bitcoin or a fraction of a cryptocurrency, they're more likely to actually pay attention to the prices and more likely to pay attention to the cryptocurrency space when the prices start going back up, because they then look at it as a metric of, oh, wow, I have some money that I can't believe I just made $20, $30 for something that I have. And then potentially this also allows them to look for other ways to be able to buy into the market and kind of go, well, I have this much. What happens if I have another 0.01 of Bitcoin and the price ends up going to this? And kind of, this is kind of where the idea kind of lies. Anyway, I thought this was kind of interesting. They said somewhere around here, I think they have like a 60%, where is it? Yeah, like repeat customers who are using this app and stuff like that. So apparently, I'm not even going to dive deep into this. I'm really not. There was a discussion before. Many people have been having a discussion about how the cryptocurrency sector is controlled by men or people who consider themselves to be male, and that they want more women in the cryptocurrency space. And not to gender stereotype, and I'm trying not to. I think this could be a very good way to be able to get other people or other genders into the cryptocurrency space. I'm trying to tread lightly. I'm pretty sure you've noticed. Anyway, that's the Sephora news. And I think in general, I think it would be nice or advantageous for the cryptocurrency space to be more, what am I trying to say? Trying to find a way to do stuff like this, to be able to get more people into the cryptocurrency space in general. Kind of, anyway, I'm moving on for this. There's too much controversy. Anyway, let's go. That is not supposed to be there. So I guess to kind of finish things off, this is, and I don't really even have to read through it. There's kind of Jeremy Allaire. A lot of people have been going on to CNBC very recently, and they've been talking about that they think that Bitcoin in the cryptocurrency space is going to be worth an immense amount more than it currently is right now. So in my last videos over the weekend, I had people asking me what I thought about, I'm not going to name any names, I never do that. There was another crypto YouTuber who apparently posted a video on his channel that seemed very doomy and gloomy, and it was pretty much saying like game over, like the crypto space is kind of done. And they were asking me what I thought in comparison to what he had said. And it's, I don't know, it's kind of a weird thing, because I personally see great future and fortune in the cryptocurrency space. I may be naive. I may be looking at it from a greedier perspective. I may be looking at it from the side of just the information that I've been given. But I see a lot of people, and I've seen a major trend shift in the cryptocurrency space, where people who are crypto YouTubers, who are used to be major bulls in the cryptocurrency space, have been kind of struck down by the prices, if you kind of want to say that. I think there's been a huge demoralization of the cryptocurrency space. I think I've always in my life looked at life from like a glass half full type thing. Like there's always more, like there's already some in there, and we can always do more to put more inside. I know that's not how everyone kind of looks at life. So I've always looked at things from a very optimistic perspective. And this is kind of why I am, I don't know, I guess maybe long-termish on the cryptocurrency space. When you look at the reason why I get a large portion of my optimism from the cryptocurrency space comes from the things that I kind of absorb. And I make sure to take in negative information as well, because I think it's very important. You can't have rose-colored glasses for everything. You have to understand that even if your glass is half full, it might be half full with dirt. Like things can't always be perfect. But I try to I don't know, find like a balance in between all of these things. I personally, I watched the video from that YouTuber, and I don't necessarily agree, simply because the amount of infrastructure that's being built up around cryptocurrencies, and especially even if we're using this for the sake of argument around Bitcoin, I personally think it almost impossible for crypto to fail with even just, and I know I've said this before, and I make sure to say it because I want people to completely understand exactly what the situation is. Just with the New York Stock Exchange and the NASDAQ getting into the cryptocurrency space and offering cryptocurrency, a crypto exchange, and that people in Wall Street and all around the world and in traditional finance will be able to get into, and also custody platforms that regulators have been calling for, I think it almost a bit foolish to think that crypto is going to die because prices are down. Here are the prices right here, and if I actually even click for a second on the actual charts and stuff like that, you can see it does seem very doomy and gloomy. For those, to put it into context, for those who really can't see, these are the last boom and busts that the cryptocurrency market actually had. I know they seem incredibly insignificant. When you listen around for the major crypto bulls and when they talk about where cryptocurrencies are going, around this time frame, these little these little ups and downs right here were as large as this. We were also in the exact same thing, exact same pattern, exact same situation. There was actually a crypto YouTuber. This was many years ago. I wonder what happened to this guy. It was this guy. He used to like sit on a chair with like graphics flying behind him, and he had these like psychedelic glasses on. I don't know if anyone was even here around that time in the cryptocurrency space. He was making videos all the time, and then at a certain point when prices were dropping down, right around the time we were around here, and prices just really weren't moving, I think he stopped his channel as well. It was like a very not a sad thing, but he was kind of like the go-to place for crypto information, and the prices also kind of got him out of it. And where we are right now, and this is not really like a pep talk, it's more like a how I see things talk. I know that things have gotten very depressing, and this is why I've told you guys before, if you are into crypto, it's not for the faint of heart. Please make sure, if you want to continue to be in crypto, that it's something that you can physically manage and mentally manage, and I don't mean that as a joke. It's very trying as a space to be in, especially because of this path right here. This was, once again, for those who weren't here before, in September, it says on the screen September 8th for those who aren't looking, and if you scroll right around here to the middle of November, somewhere around there, it was believed that because we were trending sideways so fiercely, is the easiest kind of way of saying it, that we were going to shoot up. Around this time frame is also when we had the Bitcoin Cash SV hard fork. I still personally believe in my heart of hearts that we should have shot up in price around this exact time frame. It's not even about fundamentals. Crypto is very difficult to be able to predict, simply because of all the other factors that we have. Like, we aren't in traditional finance anymore. We're into something that's completely global, that many other people around the world can get into in a matter of seconds. And I wholeheartedly believe that we were going to actually have some type of a bull run up or a market move up. But the split in the chains has caused prices to kind of go down this low. I don't know if I'm just more drinking euphoric juice. I can't think of another really nice way to kind of say that. I see major future prospects for the cryptocurrency space. It's always important for you to look deep into yourself and see if you actually want to remain in the cryptocurrency space. Because, like I said, it's not easy. It's not for everyone. I'm sad that a lot of people have started to lean this way, that they feel very negative about crypto, that they feel that there is just simply no hope left anymore. I can only tell you what I know, tell you how I feel. These are only my opinions when it comes to everything that's happening. I have decided within myself, I know I said before a couple of months ago, I was talking about if crypto prices hadn't really gone up by the summertime, I would probably, let the channel rest for a bit. I think I'm far too bullish on cryptocurrencies to kind of really give up on it. Someone wrote in the comment section a couple of days ago, and they were like, I'm here if the prices go up, and I'm here if the prices go down to zero. I think if nothing else, this will have been a point, and I not to get too personal, this will have been a point in my life where I got to be a part of something incredibly fantastic, phenomenal. Even if this was just a major test, if this was a test in economics to see if something like this, an ecosystem like this could thrive, could continue, even under certain regulatory pressure and other governments pushing their thumb directly into its eye and stuff like that. I'm probably here for the long haul. I think Bitcoin would have to be at $100 over the course of a 9-month period for me to consider getting out of the cryptocurrency space. I love it. For those who are wondering, I am going to be here unless something if I get hit by a self-driving car or something like that, I'm probably still going to be here. I love crypto. I'm here for the long term. And I hope that other people who have lost faith eventually get back into it, even if that means that prices have to double or triple for you to FOMO back into the market, or you to kind of look at the long-term prospects again of cryptocurrency. I hope that you eventually find that spark within yourself. But like I said, I understand that prices are down. I really get it. Seeing numbers like this, it's a bit, what's the word? Demoralizing. Yeah. But anyway, I think that's definitely going to do it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all are having a great day, a great morning, a great afternoon, a great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I hope it's absolutely fantastic. Hope you all have a great start to your week. Hope you do something fun. Hang out with your friends. Go do something nice. I was going to say go skydiving, but nothing too dangerous like you want to be around should the crypto prices start going back up. And thank you once again for all the support. And yeah, I'll talk to you all soon. See you.